truck has started up again. I'm a little shivery. I just got up. So yeah, it's 4:45 in the morning. I have load info. But here's the thing. I can't drop the load I'm about to go pick up until after 1 o'clock in the morning, so it's a grand total of like 400 miles, and I figured it's all good. I can take my time. Wake up, buddy. Warm up. Oh, jeez. So yeah, I'm going over to a Home Depot distribution center in Connecticut, headed over to Watertown, New York. How I remember all that, I have no idea. I usually don't remember these things worth a darn. But there you go. I will check back here when...
Attention, a new important message has arrived.
I know, you called me too. Yep. Within this 6-4 window. Yay! We have whores at my destination. Okay, well, I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, I'm just gonna relate to you right now just how you'd have to be to do your straps like this anytime. Because not only is it just a gigantic waste of time, but it's a pain in the ass to do in the first place. Just look at all you have to do. I mean, seriously. And then it gets all twisted up for me. And you're wasting more time trying to straighten it out. Seriously. Who in their right mind would go through all that trouble? Seriously. It's asinine. Now, watch how I do my straps. Ordinarily, I also wouldn't strap over the frickin' side box. But that's the wonder of preloaded trailers. I get fucked over. See how simple that fish was? And it's tight as fuck, and it doesn't take all day to winch it down either. And it's safety approved. Who the fuck in their right mind would not do this? Or would do it like that? God! Before I forget, I'm now running trailers 5705. Ah, shut up. Well, now it is once again the next morning at 10:58 a.m. and I am reloaded and sitting here for the weekend. So I am in Oswego, New York. I'm not sure if that's how you say that. I'm gonna have to talk to the guy who's actually coming to pick me up right now and find out how to say the name of this little town in New York. which was only like a 45, 50 mile bounce. Or maybe it was 55 or 60, I can't remember. It was some amount of miles bounce from up there in Watertown where the unload went magnificent. I could not have asked for better. Well, I would have been happy to keep my old tarps, but we'll see how these new ones fare. But anyway, I'm reloaded up here. I have an aluminum coil, a 29,000 pound aluminum coil, and I'm not sure if I ever mentioned anything, so it's going to West Virginia, about, I think, so far from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and from the sounds of it, it looks like I'm going to be heading from that drop point in West Virginia straight up to Ambridge, and then I'm just going to sit out the day and do the court thing on Tuesday, and then we'll go from there. Now, one of my subscribers has been messaging me back and forth and has offered to actually give me a ride from wherever I parked this thing to downtown Ambridge where I gotta be. And that is freaking awesome. I cannot even begin to say how awesome I think that is. And yeah, I like that. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I got. It's tarped, so you can't really see it right now, but I'll show it if I get a chance before I unload it. Yay, tent tarp on a shotgun coil load, meaning the eye is parallel to the trailer length. And we must have got some rain last night. Yeah, I remember getting some rain last night. Okay, yeah. It's an absolutely ugly bungeed mess. Because, well, it just is. But it'll stay on there. It'll keep the load dry at least. So, yeah, good stuff. And the tarps, because I don't feel like putting them away. Yeah. And another TMC guy, he got here last night. I think he should have gotten loaded by now, because it's already almost 11 o'clock, but I guess he's just gonna sleep in or something. Because they actually do load here on the weekends, which is kind of cool. But anyway, I am going to now wait for my guy to show up, and we're gonna go and check out the town that he lives in. So, cool stuff. Meeting some guys from my forum that I've known for years and never met, and guys from YouTube that watch me and just want to help me out. Wow, I don't even know what to say. Alright, I'm out. Well, sad to say, the truck is officially a no start, no run. And that just sucks. And there's nothing I can do about it. Except call out road repair about it. Yeah, that sucks. Too bad there's nothing in here with like a reserve battery or something that I could use to just jump the thing or something like that. But I just totally disconnected the battery, so the whole darn thing. Yes, I dropped the bungee down there. That's why I even opened that door in the first place. So I just disconnected the battery entirely. I've had the inverters turned off since early this morning, and my fridge is melting, but thankfully there's nothing perishable in it, so I'm not too worried about that. But I need to do something soon, because otherwise my phone battery is going to die next. I'm down to like low percentage remaining on that. Yeah, 8%, and it is currently 450 Central. But I tried pulling all of the accessory fuses and crap out, all the ones that aren't necessary to run the truck. It wasn't good enough. Yeah, nothing gonna happen now that I got the battery disconnected. Of course, so now I'm just gonna start putting fuses back in, because it didn't make a darn bit of difference no matter either way. I also thought about it, and that deal that cuts off my power to my lights and the clock over there. The low voltage disconnect switch is right there. And they have a handy little quick disconnect on it that I just pulled off. And that pretty much negated the need to pull out all the sleeper fuses. Yeah, I need to be able to see. Yeah, that right there. That's the low voltage disconnect module right there. And then that's the disconnect. So, yeah. It is currently disconnected. But it wasn't any good. There's actually two of them in this truck. One for the front, one for the back. The one in the back cuts off before the one in the front. And I don't know where the one in the front is, but it sure beeps hella loud. I'm guessing it's probably under here somewhere. Wouldn't doubt it. Everything else is. But we'll see if I can get anything out of it before the morning. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to call road repair on it. Because battery's so low that the Qualcomm isn't even turning on anymore. And that's not good. Not good.